Welcome back to Royal Enfield Boston. My name is Ian. I've got Daryl with me today. He's our motorcycle specialist.
Hi, everybody.
And he's going to walk us through these two brand new Royal Enfields. We've got a Himalayan on my left and a Scram on my right. They share the same chassis and drivetrains, but there's a little bit of difference with the dash and the switchgear setup. So here at Royal Enfield Boston, when you buy from us, we don't just hand you the keys and wave goodbye. We want to make sure you're comfortable with your purchase and you know how to operate your new bike safely. So that's what Daryl's going to show us how to do, just like if you were here in person, purchasing from us. So you ready, Daryl?
Yep, let's do it.
Awesome.
So hi, everybody. So today we're going to go over the Himalayan and the Scram 411. Going to show you a quick overview of the controls, that sort of thing. Basically the same thing I would do if you were purchasing a bike from us. So we'll always start off in this area. It's where most everything is going on. So you have your ignition switch. Switch on, you'll get your check lights, your LED display will light up. So as you can see, you have a speedometer, a tachometer, a fuel gauge, a compass. Inside this display, you've got a gear indicator, a clock, 2 trip meters and an odometer, and a side stand warning, and outside ambient air temperature. There's 3 buttons on this panel. One button allows you to turn the ABS off. One button is the mode button, which varies the display a little bit. And this select button allows you to reset the trip meter and the odometer. While we're on the subject of ABS, the Himalayan does allow you to turn the ABS off and use this button to do so. And what you do is you disable the ABS to the rear, so you're able to ride it off-road, and you can lock up the rear wheel when you want to. Moving out, controls are pretty standard. You've got engine kill, engine start. The switch here is for 4-way flashers. Switch the key on, you engage the 4 ways and switch the key off, and they stay on, but you have to turn the key on first. Over on this side, high beam, low beam. This trigger is a flash to pass. So what it does is momentary high beam, turn signals left and right, push to cancel. There's not an auto cancel, and your horn's under here. This is a idle speed enricher. So it's basically similar to a choke, but it doesn't really enrich the system any. It just brings the idle up when it's really cold for a few seconds. And then once you let go of it, it returns to normal. On these, the fuel cap is lockable and it's hinged. So you unlock, pop it open. They recommend you putting premium fuel in these bikes. So over here, we have access to the seat through this lock. Unlock the seat, pull the rear portion off. Your toolkit's under here. Owner's manual's under here. This section of the seat lifts off. There's no latch or anything that retains it. It's actually held on by the back portion. If you can see, we have a battery tender lead that we install on all our motorcycles that we sell. Just a case in point, the fuse box is under here. There's also this little compartment here for some document storage. To reinstall the seat, you just place this on here, hook the rear portion in, and it latches in the front. The Himalayan has a center stand, which allows you to be able to store the bike easier, clean it, and do service work. So when you use a center stand, you want to make sure both feet are touching on the stand, and then just kind of pull, push, and guide it right up on the stand. On this side of the motorcycle, this is where you check your oil at. Little sight glass here. If you look real close, you can see the lines embossed in the case itself. You want to make sure the oil level is within those 2 lines with the bike not running when it's cold. Everything else on the motorcycle, as far as tire pressure, chain adjustment, all that kind of stuff, service intervals, it's all covered in the owner's manual, so make sure you look at the owner's manual and read over that. Just as a quick overview, while we have the Scram here as well, because they share a lot of things, but there are a lot of things that are different. The main thing is that the Scram has a 19-inch front wheel, so it's a little lower to the ground. It's also got a lower seat, and it's one piece, but it comes off the same way. Has a latch right on the side. The control layout is the same. There is no idle enricher on these, and if you'll also notice, the speedo and everything are laid out different. So when you switch the key on this bike, you've got a speedometer, a fuel gauge, your 2 trip meters and odometer, gear indicators here, and your check lights down here. This bike also has a tripper on it. The tripper will be included in the first batch of 2023 Scrams. But moving forward, after I believe they said the first 1,000 that are produced, this will not be standard equipment. So at that point, it can be added on, but it'll be extra. So Ian, gone over everything. I hope I covered everything. You think everybody's a little bit more enlightened on the operation of these motorcycles?
Oh, definitely, definitely. Yeah, that was awesome. I learned a lot just being here with Daryl. And, I hope you guys learned, what you need to know as well. And if you have any additional questions, definitely reach out to us. We'd be happy to answer like an email or a phone call. Check out our website, alphacars.com. You can find all of our latest stock, whether it's new Royal Enfields. We also sell Urals and just specialty automobiles. So always exciting things to see on there. Thanks for watching this. We can't do this without you guys, without your support, making these these fun videos to help you out.
Don't forget to hit like on the video, so we can keep doing this.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks, Daryl, and thank you, everyone.